Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students, and I welcome you in APSAC's online support program round 2. I am here with the lecture of English week 11. The contents of today's lecture are, first of all we will do unit 5, the rain, the poem, and then we will do review 1, which contains unit 1 to 4. This is the poem unit 5, The Rain, which is written by W.H. Davies. Here are some questions in the pre-reading section. In the pre-reading section, the first question is, do you enjoy rain? If yes, then why? Rain brings message of hope, pleasure and refreshment. We can say therefore we enjoy it much. Second is, can you share 3 good things about rain? The 3 good things about rain are hope, pleasure and refreshment. The third question given in the pre-reading section is, what may be the result of excessive rains? So everyone knows that excessive rains may cause flood, which brings destruction everywhere. Now we will move on to the poet, whose name is William Henry Davies. He was born in 1871 and he died in 1940. He was a Welsh poet who started out as a rounder but ended up as a respected poet. Raised by grandparents after his father died and his mother remarried, William was inclined towards a life of adventure. He traveled by boat to North America repeatedly before losing a leg in attempting to jump a train. He eventually returned to England, wrote a book about his wandering years, and paid to starved his way into becoming a published poet, and eventually gained equal standing with such contemporaries as Yeats and Ezra Pound. Now we will read the poem. Stanza number 1. First of all, the name of the poem is The Rain. Stanza number 1. I hear leaves drinking rain. I hear rich leaves on top, giving the poor beneath, drop after drop. 'Tis a sweet noise to hear these green leaves drinking near. In this stanza, the poet says that he hears the leaves drinking rain. The leaves on top are full of rainwater. When the rainwater sprinkles on the leaves, it creates a nice music. The upper leaves, after quenching their thirst, pass on the drops to the lower leaves. This metaphor means that the rich get a golden chance first, and whatever remains trickles down to the poor people. Stanza number 2. And when the sun comes out after the rain shall stop, a wondrous light will fill each dark round drop. I hope the sun shines bright. It will be a lovely sight. The poet says in this stanza that soon it will stop raining. The sun will come out. Its beautiful light will brighten up each drop. The sun will shine in full brightness. It will be a lovely sight. The poet means to say that there would be equality in the society, just like the sunshine, which spreads all over the world equally. This sunshine is both for the dark round drops of rain and rich green leaves. The poem ends here. As you have seen that it has 2 stanzas, and in both the stanzas the poet has used different techniques and different kind of images. Now we'll move on to the theme of the poem. Remember, boys, this is the same theme that is written at the end of your unit in the book, in your textbook. W.H. Davies' favorite themes are nature and hardships of the poor. This poem also has a symbolic meaning. The upper leaves get the raindrops and quench their thirst. Afterwards, they pass on the drops to the lower leaves. This metaphor means that the rich get a golden chance first, and whatever remains trickles down to the poor people. But the poet hopes that there will be equality in the society, just like the sunshine which spreads all over the world equally. This sunshine is both for the dark round drop of rain and rich green leaves. Now we'll move on to the stanza based questions and answers. There are 3 questions from stanza number 1. as you know that stanza based question answers are included in your board paper. The theme of the poem and the stanza based question answers, both of them are included. The theme carries 3 marks and the stanza based question answers carry 6 marks, 2 marks for each question. I have created 3 questions from stanza 1. What do the rich and the poor leaves stand for? The rich leaves means top growing leaves. The poor leaves means lower thin yellowish leaves. The rich enjoys all the blessings of the creator. Question number 2. What does the poet hear? The poet hears leaves drinking rain. Question number 3. Identify the use of personification in these lines. The poet has used personification in the leaves of trees as they are drinking the raindrops. Stanza number 2. Question number 1. What would happen when the rain stops? When the rain stops, the sun will shine bright and a wonderful light will fill every dark drop. It will be a beautiful scene. Question number 2. What does the poet hope at the end of the poem? The poet hopes that after the rain stops, the sun will come out, a pleasant change will occur in the environment, everything will have a new, awesome look. Question number 3. What is the rhyme scheme of this stanza? The rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, B, and D, D. Now the second part of our lecture, that is review 1, which has some exercises from unit 1 to 4. It has some objective exercises, MCQs that you will have to solve by yourself, and then that part B, we have some answers and questions. These 4 questions you have already done in the units, so you can check them from there. Part C is the passage. You will have to read this passage and then answer the questions that are given at the end. This is page number 53 of your book. There's also another question that after reading this paragraph, you will answer the given questions, these 4 questions. And the 5th question will be write the summary of the paragraph. You have to do this on loose sheet. This is page number 54. Part D, E, F, and G. Part D is write any one of the following topic, a paragraph on land pollution or the subject I like the most. Part E is write a general essay on any one of the following topics, traffic problems of a big city and school discipline. Part F is write a narrative essay on any one of the following topics, on a rainy day or the most memorable trip. And part G is paraphrase the following stanza. Now I will give you some written and oral tasks from the lesson Rain. You have to explain and discuss the comprehension exercise. Recall and revise all grammar concepts given at the end of unit exercise for the correct application. The written work is you have to do vocabulary, page number 50, 57, 59, part A and E in notebook. Part B, you will do it orally. Part C and D should also be done in the textbook. Reading comprehension, page 59, 61, part A, C, and D to be done in notebook and part B to be done in textbook. Grammar portion, page 61, 63, part B to be done in notebooks, part A, C, D, E to be done in textbook. Writing skills, page 66, part A, B, C, D to be done in notebooks. Boys, remember, notebooks or sheets both means the same. Open your books, check out these pages and the exercises also. Some exercises you have to do on your book, some exercises you have to do orally, and some exercises you have to do on your loose sheets or notebooks. So keep it in mind, mark it on your book. And from unit number 1 to 4, that is the review 1, you have to focus on the key grammar concepts. Exercise A to be done in textbook, B, C, and G you will do it on the sheets. Practice of paragraph, essay, and narrative exercises in D, E, and F to be done on different days of the week. It means that you will have to actually categorize those essays and you will do one essay for each day of the week. Plan these creative writing topics in different days of the week to remain engaged in regular practice of skill development. Follow FPISC policy for length of paragraph, essay, and narrative writing prior. I hope you have understood everything. If there is any problem, you can ask me on the query day. Thank you.